The British Academy Film Awards ceremony is taking place in London, bringing together the biggest names in cinema. Stars from across the film industry are gathering at the Royal Festival Hall. Awards will be handed out for the best films and performances of the year. The BAFTAs are often seen as one of the major indicators of which films will succeed at the Oscars. Milena Veselinovic joins us live from London, and one of the films which seems to be succeeding there is based on the true story of the killing of a Palestinian girl, right?
That's right, Sami. It is nominated for the best film not in the English language category. It's got rave reviews across the board. Some of the stars of the film have been walking the red carpet here in London today on Sunday, and it is, as you said, based on the true story of the 5-year-old Palestinian girl, Hind Rajab, who was killed by the Israeli forces in Gaza in January of 2024. And the film uses her real voice to depict her last hours. And I'm very pleased to say that we're joined now by one of the producers of the film, Odessa Rae. Odessa, thank you so much for being live with Al Jazeera. Can you tell me first, how challenging was it to get backing, to get this film made?
Where do I start? It's like in every stage of it, there were challenges that we faced. You know, it was when to be honest, when we started filming, we didn't have enough money to finish filming. We started with what we could to start. Everyone involved really wanted the production to be made. We took many risks. And then as we went along, we found supporters at every stage of it. When we finished filming, we didn't have the money to go into edit. When we finished the edit, we needed a distributor. When we premiered at Venice, buffering the film with everything that we thought would help the film with distribution, etc., the name EPs, etc., that we brought on, it's still been a challenge every step of the way. So to be here is amazing.
And you've got some A-list names attached as executive producers: Brad Pitt, Alfonso Cuarón. Can you tell me a bit about how that came about?
Well, when we had a finished cut of the film, we knew this kind of film is going to need support, and big support, because we were watching other films about Gaza being taken down, being just sort of scrutinized in a really intense way. And so they were really through our personal connections. I was working on another project with Plan B. I sent the cut to Didi and Jeremy, who run Plan B, for Brad Pitt. They showed the film to Brad, and Brad was like, we have to support this film, And Jim Wilson, my producing partner on it, he made Zone of Interest with John Glazer, sent the cut. John was blown away. I really want to support the film. He is Neighbors with Alfonso Cuarón. Sent it over. Alfonso, I really want to support the film. It was like that. We didn't think that they would all actually say yes. And even when I sent the film to Plan B for Brad, I didn't even think, I wasn't really doing it to just try and get him to be an EP. I just was like, this is a film I'm working on, would love your support, and then ended with Brad wanting to be an EP, and it was like, wow, okay.
And this is such a difficult story to tackle. Do you remember the moment where you heard this little girl's voice?
Absolutely. It was when the news broke. I was following very closely what was happening in Gaza. I was horrified by it. And when the news broke, and I heard the little audio recording, I think, of what they released of Leanne, I was just like, what is the story behind this? Because I think and I knew Kaouther from before, and I wanted to work with Kaouther on something, and I thought it would be the other film that she has made since. But then she also heard the voice, and we talked about it a few days after she heard the recording, and I was like, we have to do it. We have to. And I come from documentary like Kaouther. I won an Oscar for Navalny. She was nominated for 4 Daughters. And so, also the way she is, the kind of filmmaking she does very inspiring to me.
And finally, being here after all of those challenges, the film nominated for so many awards, nominated for an Oscar. We've seen Hind's mother here. Yes, we've spoken to her earlier. How does tonight feel for the entire team?
I think we're so grateful, you know. The thing about about red carpets, you know, but the thing about this platform is that more people will see the film, and we want more people to see the film. And it's so important in today's world that we engage politically and that we use our art to speak up politically. And what's happening in the world, there's so many stories to be told about it, and we made this film because we wanted it to stop what was happening in Gaza. We wanted it to change. And I think, I don't know what film can do with that, but as filmmakers, the least that we can do is try, you know?
Odessa, thank you so much. We'll let you get back to your seat. Thank you for talking to us. Very much appreciate that. It's Odessa Rae, one of the producers of this film. And as I mentioned, we did actually manage to have a quick conversation with Hind Rajab's mother right here on the red carpet. She's here in London, and we will be bringing that to you very shortly.
Look forward to it. Thanks so much, Milena. Veselinovic there from London.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.